Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Reeds drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day. It's a new life for me. It's a new dawn, it's a new day. It's a new life for me. Ooh, and I'm feeling good. I hope you're feeling good too. Feeling good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. And blossoms on a tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, a new day, a new life for me. Feeling good, feeling good. Dragonfly out in the sun, you know how I feel. Butterflies all having fun, you know how I feel. To sleep in peace when the day is done. And this old world is a new world, is a bold world for me. Feeling good, feeling good. Stars when you shine, you know how I feel. Scent of the pine, you know how I feel. And freedom is mine, I know how it feels. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. Feeling good, feeling good, feeling good, feeling good.
Good morning, all. How can you not feel good after that? What a beautiful start. I know. I'm Ken Shalik, and I'm here to welcome you to the Center for Spiritual Living Tacoma, those in person and those online. We are so glad that you are here with us today. Our musicians today are special musical guests, Lawrence Lambert with Pete Beresford on percussion. Lawrence stepped in last minute. You can see that Benny's not here. He stepped in for both Benny and for Pete Kirkland, who was supposed to be our guest musician today. So thank you. It's always a blessing that when you're here with us. And Pete, you're amazing. So thank you very much. Our audiovisual team is Erik Perrohe, Ronald Edens, and I don't believe Max is here today. Max isn't here today. Our practitioners today are Susan Blake on platform and Laura Lee Bentel holding high watch or consciousness in the back. Thanks to our greeters, Marjorie and Casey, who met you as you came in with a smile, and also to Jack for coordinating our coffee service today, and to Kaylin and her helper who are teaching and caring for our children. Not yet. Our speaker today was scheduled to be Reverend Drew Ebersole, yet he is ill, cannot speak, and wants to keep our congregation safe. He sends his best to you this morning and hopes you are well and thriving. We obviously did not have time to reprint the programs. As a few individuals have taken ill, along with beaming them prayers and healing energy, we are remaining flexible and adjusting as needed. It is ironic that Reverend Drew's talk was about healing today. I am sure he'll have more to add to that topic when he gets better and addresses this subject on March 2nd. Reverend Dr. Linda Reppond has graciously and wonderfully stepped in to talk today, and we're very fortunate to have her here. She is quite wonderful, so enjoy. Now you may apply. Announcements. Please see your program announcements for important information about all the fantastic things happening here at CSL Tacoma. And for folks joining us online, please visit our website, csltacoma.org, and explore the heading, What We're Up To. Practitioners will be in the room at the back after service holding a prayer circle. Please join them if you have a need for prayer. Lastly, if you are new today and are comfortable raising your hand, like this, anyone new? Welcome. Please do so we can say hello and give you a welcome packet. We also invite you to join us after service for refreshments and authentic connections. One thing that we've talked about the last few services is that we have the prayer room in the back after service. So when you get your coffee and have your conversations, please try to come up in this area, so we keep it quieter there for the room to be steeped in prayer on there. The Center for Spiritual Living Tacoma is a peaceful, loving, and joyful spiritual community connected to a shared set of values, principles, and practices. We awaken and embody an understanding of our oneness with Source and all of life. We are committed to individual transformation, healthy relationships, and being a beneficial presence in our community and the planet. Our vision is to create a world that is thriving in harmony. Your presence makes a positive difference, and you are most welcome here. And now, since Reverend Drew is not here for the minister moment, we will move right into our musical selection. Thank you.
We are gathered here today to celebrate and say, love has found a way. With his words we are led, from this moment be said, love has found a way. And love is a gift as precious as the air we breathe. It's love we need. Through his knowledge we should know how to let go of all the things that cause us pain. Through his mercy we will see only love can set us free. Love has found a way. And love is a gift as precious as the air we breathe. It's the love we need. Tell me if this is too much. It's love, 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 it's the love we need. Some may ask why. Some may ask, how can this be? And I will simply answer, it's because of all the love he's given me. So we're gathered here today to celebrate and say, love has found a way.
Take in a nice deep breath. Just breathe. Never too much love, ever. It's beautiful. I invite you to close your eyes if you wish, taking in a nice deep breath, just arriving present. There's a lot of words for today. Love is the best word of the day. But healing, adaptability, presence, and oneness, they're all gifts of spirit, always present. I want to share a reading from Ernest Holmes. I do not have a reference to where it is in the Science of Mind book, but it is from the book. There is a point in the supreme moment of realization where the individual merges with the universe, but not to the loss of individuality, where a sense of oneness of all life so enters his being that there is no sense of otherness. So just taking in that concept, oneness without the loss of individuality. There is spirit, God, universal consciousness. There is the individual. They are the same. So as you take a moment, as we take a moment, just breathing in and releasing out, recognizing that spirit, that essence, that energy, that vibration. Mind, body, spirit, God, individual. Recognizing the connection and oneness, so there is no otherness. It is just united, connected. And in this space, recognizing the healing power of spirit to all those who are not able to be with us today. Healing energy is with them. Adaptability for all of those who stepped in today and flow with spirit. We are right where we need to be, exactly here, right now. And so with this prayer, I release into the law with gratitude and love and oneness. So it is.
Sorry about the chord situation. This song is kind of about being there for people, and as I'm looking for my capo, I had it a minute ago. Oh, dog it. I got it. And it's about being there for folks, especially in these times and these days. We need to love each other more. Amen?
Amen.
Bum bum, bum bum, bum bum. I walk down the street alone. Who cares where I'm from? Virginia. When I saw you there, and I don't know where, I just know deep in my heart, yes, I'll be there. I'll be there. If you need me, yes, I'll be there. Oh, just look for me, yes, I'll be there. If you ever need me around, I'll be there. When the morning comes, yes, I'll be there. I'm the only one, yes, I'll be there. Again, again, and again. You break down, you take down my walls. I can't help hoping joy calls. When I saw you there, and I don't know where, I just know deep in my heart, yes, I'll be there. I'll be there. If you need me, yes, I'll be there. Oh, just look for me, yes, I'll be there. If you ever need me around, I'll be there. When the morning comes, yes, I'll be there. I'm the only one, yes, I'll be there. Again, again, and again. You take down, you break down my walls. I can't help hoping joy finds me. When I saw you there, and I don't know where, I just know deep in my heart, yes, I'll be there. I'll be there. If you need me, yes, I'll be there. Oh, just look for me, yes, I'll be there. If you ever need me around, I'll be there. When the morning comes, yes, I'll be there. I'm the only one, yes, I'll be there. Again, 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 and again. Going to some stops. I walk down the street alone. Who cares where I'm from? When I saw you there, and I don't know where, I just know deep in my heart, yes, I'll be there. I'll be there.
Lawrence Lambert, what a sweet melodic voice. Thank you, you're such a gift. Wow. Well, I'm Reverend Dr. Linda Reppond. Most of you know me. I've been around for a little minute, but this is the first time in a long time I've gotten to introduce myself, so I'll tell you a little what I want you to know about me. I've been a CSL minister for almost 20 years. I know I'm young looking for that, but I have. And my ministry was primarily with young people. I started and ran for 10 years the only young adult center in Centers for Spiritual Living. It was in Berkeley, as you might imagine it would be. And while I was there, I got my doctorate in young adult ministry. So really that teens and young adults have been kind of my whole life. And they're still around. I'm happy. I just moved here last fall. And I have my kids and also some of my ministry kids that I've adopted that live around here. So I'm very happy to be here. I'm actually here, I'm calling myself retired. I'm trying really hard to be retired. However, I'm also birthing a contemplative retreat ministry out here on an island in Puget Sound. So you'll hear more about that as the next year unfolds. It should be semi-retirement work. We'll see. I'm very sorry that Reverend Drew is sick. We love that man. So I would just like you to join me for a minute. And I think his house is kind of this way. That's as best I know. Ken saying no. Back this way? This way? All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to raise our hands and bless him. And then we're going to wave our hands around because there's a lot of people with the flu right now. So we're going to bless everybody. But we're going to start just blessing, sending love to Reverend Drew, knowing perfect vitality and health are returning to him right now. And then knowing that for all of our beloveds and all the people we don't even know who are sick right now. Blessing the world. Thank you. You're good sports. I believe in that energetic stuff. I believe that our own energy body sort of goes before us into a room, and we can send that energy clear across town. We can send it clear across the world. It's energy. It's not a finite thing. It kind of defies description sometimes. But really what I want to talk about today is how all of us have such a huge need to belong, to be connected, and be known, be appreciated, be connected, and have people that we love and appreciate and connect to. And I gotta tell you, if you're new here, that's the secret sauce of this center. You can't be here 15 minutes without knowing that you too belong here. It's very inclusive, warm, welcoming, and there's no shunning of any kind of, look, behavior, style, anything. It's like, you're you. We're gonna love you just like that. That is the secret sauce of this center. Do you agree? It's also the secret sauce of our teen camps. And I have been involved for many years in the CSL teen camps, which are nationwide, one camp each summer, and then regional camps in the wintertime. And many times I have had parents, when we bring their kids back at the end of a week-long camp, they're like, what did you do to them? They're not even the same person. Because it is incredibly transformative week. And the secret sauce of teen camp is kind of the same as it is here. It is a group of teens and adult advisors that collectively come together in an understanding of we're going to embrace everybody, everything about who you actually are. It's safe to be who you are here. And so there's a thing in this movement, and sometimes people question what it is, but we have at our teen camps a lot of gender nonconforming, of people on the spectrum, of just, kind of the weirdos at the high school that come to teen camp. That's not all, there's also cool kids at teen camp, but there's this collection because what we've learned over time, what they've learned in their youth groups, in their own centers, and at camp is that I am safe here. I am loved and appreciated here. And if you've been one of those awkward kids in life, a place like that is like heaven. And it's just that week at camp can sustain some kids all year long of just that experience of being othered, of not being, accepted and cool. And man, is that ever, ever present in high school? Just at the time in your life when you want to be, you want to have besties and you want to have your posse. And when you don't have it, man, it is really hard. I'm going to tell you a story about me in that era in a little bit. I'll tell it to you now. It's kind of embarrassing, but it just keeps coming up to me when I start talking about this experience of othering, especially when it relates to kids. When I was 13, my dad was a Baptist preacher in Pineville, Louisiana, and one night at supper, he said, sort of called us around the table. He said, "God has called me to the great Northwest." And so we're going to be moving to Washington State. With all the sass of a 13-year-old, I'm like, well, he didn't call me. I think I'm supposed to stay here. My dad was the patriarch of the family, and he set me straight real fast. It's not how it's going to work, Linda. So within a period of a few months, school was out. We relocated to Richland, Washington, and I had the loneliest summer of my life. I was desperately alone, wanting a friend of any kind. All my friends were like, there was no email, no long distance phone calls that I could afford. And so it was letters, and I would write letters to my best friends, and they would write letters back, and I would just wait. And if I didn't get mail, then it was a terrible day. And if I got a letter, it was a great day. That was my summer. And I have a lot of compassion for that 13-year-old now. But that was a hard summer. And so in a way, there were kids at church, by the way. My dad was the pastor, so there were kids at church. They were so awful. They were the nerdiest kids around. They should have gone to CSL teen camp. And I really didn't make friends with them because I was that kind of snob. So in my mind, I'm both afraid and excited about school starting because I will be able to make friends. And that will be like the end of this, summer of desolation. But if you've ever been the new kid in school, I had the first 2 weeks of sitting at the lunch table all by myself and trying to be smart, trying to be cute, trying not to be the teacher's pet, but still be smart. I was doing my best, really. It was very hard to make friends. I don't know if you know about Richland, Washington. Some of you do. I can see you nodding your heads. It's where the Hanford Atomic Energy Works are and where, during the war, we built our share of the bomb there. And even now, it is a atomic research center. So even then, this is a few years ago, but even then, we had in Richland, Washington, more PhDs per square mile than any other town in the country. Because it's not a very big town, but it was a lot of education in that town. And I didn't fit in. First of all, I had this horrible, in my opinion, Southern accent that I tried really hard to get rid of, and I think eventually did until I married a guy from Tennessee, and then it all came back again. But I had this accent, and and people here in the West, we kind of think people that talk like that are dumb. It's just like that's the language connotates a stereotype, and it might have been more things than that. I mean, really, there was a lot of money in that town, and I was still making my own clothes to wear to school, and it was hard. It was hard. Eventually, it got better. But while all of that was going on, I don't know why I did this, but I made up this story. And this is the desperation for belonging. And so I started, I'm going to confess this, I started dyeing my shoelaces different colors. And I would wear shoelaces that matched my outfit, which of course was, as a white tennis shoe era. That was noticeable. And people were like, oh, is that one more thing to be weird about? But what I did with that was go, oh, I know this, you don't do this here, but where I came from, everybody does this. Like, that's my posse does these things. I'm from a place where this is what happens. They'd never been there. They didn't know it didn't happen. I totally made it up. And now when I look back on that, me buying my little 25-cent packs of Rit dye and dyeing them purple and dyeing another pair pink. I did all of that because I just so desperately needed to belong somewhere. Even if I knew in my heart it was a lie, I could at least tell people I belonged somewhere. A lot of time has passed since then. And the truth is, even then, I was and am a person of great privilege. I'm white. I'm educated. I'm upper middle class. I came from a family of educated upper middle class people. Well, my dad was kind of lower class, but it was economic. He still had this PhD. He's like, he counts. I came from all this privilege. And even with all of that, I felt so much like I was outside of the circle. So just for a minute, I can see some of you are relating to this. You've had moments in your life sometime when you felt like, I'm the odd one here. This privilege thing is big because all of those things are true for me with privilege. Imagine if I didn't have shoes to wear to school. Imagine if I was going to school hungry and on school lunch subsidy and all of the things that we tend to separate, especially kids, for. What if all those things were true? So I had all of this privilege, and I still felt like I was being othered othering is kind of a current word, but what it means is that we are identifying other people, somebody, as different than us. It's like me and my people, like my posse back in Louisiana that had colored shoelaces. You know, me and my people, we do this, and you're not that kind. You know, you're different from me. So what is it? It's like older versus younger, straight versus gay or non-binary, able-bodied, disabled, Christian, Muslim, Buddhist. Of course, we take that one step further. We go New Thought or Christian, because they're other than us. We got our own little version of that. American, foreign. There's so many ways, and this is subtle. I know we are way too New Thoughty and holistic to do this out loud. But there is, I think, for all of us, some place in our mind for some situation where in our mind we other them. We're like, not like that, not like that. My center that I came from in Southern Oregon, the Rogue Valley Center for Spiritual Living, is right across the street from the Union Gospel Mission. And so there are often people like sitting on the steps when we get there on Sunday morning, or who wander into the services, and some of them have peed on themselves and they smell, and you know, they're all hungry because we have snacks afterwards. They're all showing up for the snacks afterwards part. And I just watch in that community. I am so happy to have them there. That makes me very happy, because I feel like our job is to bloom where we're planted. And if our church happens to be there, that's who we're supposed to be ministering to. That's what we're supposed to be doing. So it made me happy. But I could see that there are people who are just like, moving a couple seats down. I don't want to smell that. That's the subtle stuff. Maybe you're rushing to get your groceries, and somebody is struggling to get their groceries in the car because they're disabled, and they leave their cart right in the parking space you were going to park in because it was just too hard to take it back to the store. And you're like, some people. Anybody? This is just me. All right. I think there is a place in all of us where we are othering somebody for some reason. And I think the hardest is when we do it within our own families and with the people that we're actually closest to in the world. Like, you know, I've seen both of my children this weekend, and I can tell you that I have places where I other them and where I other their partners. Just for a second, like I'm pretty healed, but just for a second, there's just like, do you really have to wear that? You know, mom stuff. But it's also, it's othering. It's othering, it's othering. There's a Mayan saying that says, you are my other me. And that is, I think, the thing that is at the heart of what religious science teaches, the science of mind that we practice in this center, is absolutely about we are one. Our teaching is the opposite of that othering behavior. It is to see the oneness, the wholeness in every person, plant, animal, river, rock, everything. It's all oneness. That's what we teach. And that's what we attempt to practice. So you are my other me is a really good way to say that. The other thing that I was thinking this morning that I think most people have attributed to Martin Luther King is none are free until all are free. But in the interest of feminism, I want to tell you, he was quoting Fannie Lou Hamer when he said that. She said it originally. So, you know, women don't get credit very often, but none of us are free until all of us are free. So this is our work. This is going on in our world right now at a level that I certainly don't remember. I mean, I think there have been times in the history of mankind, but right now there is so much othering going on, and so much so that we're frightened. You know, it's like right here in Tacoma, there are people at Fort Lewis that don't know if they're going to have a job next month. There are federal workers that are getting laid off. There are, you know, ICE workers going around knocking on doors and taking people out in chains, literally. That's happening right now. It is scary. And yet, we have the antidote to all of that. Like, you're like, well, really, me? I was like, if you are here in this teaching, listening to this conversation and agreeing with it, then you came here for this time. We came to the planet for this moment, and it is hard, I give you that. It is hard, no matter which side of the aisle you stand on, to just have people that you love have an opposite point of view, or to have things happen that are disturbing to you. There are issues that are issues of justice. This is not about politics, but it is time for radical justice to happen. It is a radical act, and it could be a dangerous act at this moment in time. But where are we going to stand? Where will history see us 50 years from now, 100 years from now? What will your great-grandchildren say about where were you when all that happened? Where were you? What were you doing? Are we just going to go like, I can't do politics, I'm just going to get my job done and keep my head down, and I'm not going to do any of that stuff? That's the safe thing, and the future, your great-grandchildren might remember you as a coward, because that's the behavior. But it's safe, and sometimes safe is required. I mean, I'm not telling you what to do. Well, I'm kind of telling you what to do. Not telling you everything to do. John Powell was the founder and still the director of the Center for Othering and Belonging at UC Berkeley. An amazing man. And he has a saying that I love, is justice is the public face of love. Justice is the public face of love. Because if none of us are free until all of us are free, then for me to claim my freedom, I have to be able to stand for the freedom of every single person. It's the wholeness of all of life, that this is what we're here to do. We are here to love each other and be in support of each other. So it's really easy, and I can see your brains working out here. Some of you are working from the like, well, those people need to hear that. Because we're othering the very people that we need to be loving. Are you hearing me? The easiest people to other are the people that we already know disagree with us, that are already doing those heinous things that we think they should stop doing, all those things. Those are the people that we are assigned to love. That's our job. You can walk away, but I'm telling you, history will see you as a coward. But I don't know. Here's what I think. We need to become doors, not walls. I think this was so evident during the pandemic, because we had our tiny little, first just our family, and then we couldn't stand it anymore. We'd open our bubble a little bit to maybe our relatives, our best friends, our next door neighbor. We would just like open the bubble a little bit. But really, we spent that 2 years, we spent separated. And I think we came out of that with, I don't know, some trauma to deal with. We're still dealing with some trauma about all of that time, I think. And it is a fear of othering. And a lot of us are wearing masks here today because there's a lot of people sick in our community, and or just as soon not be the next one. And we came out of that pandemic like, you're wearing a mask, does that mean you're sick? Should I like go to the other side of the room? You know, we did all that. And I think we're still like coming back from having increased our own sense of separation and felt like we were isolated, but also we were isolating from everybody else. And it's, we had walls. And I think that is kind of the way I see our country right now, is that we are a massive number of individuals who've got giant walls all around us. And sometimes my wall extends to my immediate family, or my dog, but we're boxed in, and our job is to become the door. To become the door, to be the place that opens to allow love to flow in both directions. That's our job, to just become love. Well, how do you do that? It's not easy. Because what we're doing is we're going to be retraining our brains from our default, which is your other, to opening my heart. But how you do that is, you ready? Practice. That's how you do it. And really, I just want to encourage you to do this. In fact, would you do it with me now? Would you just take a minute to kind of listen to yourself and listen to the places, some place in your life, maybe multiple, maybe just one, some place where you're othering another person. Got it? Okay, now put your hands over your heart. And just quietly say to yourself, I open my heart to love. I open my heart to peace. I open my heart to this person. And I keep my heart open for me. Can you feel that? All right. That's as easy as it can be. That's the job. When I don't know how, I know that at a soul level, my soul knows how to open my heart. My brain doesn't, but my heart knows how to open and embrace another person. There are people doing radical acts of justice in the name of love all over the place right now. And it's easy to see what's going wrong, but there's a lot that's going right. There's a whole lot that's going right. I had just a story from this week for me within our CSL community. There's the church in Dallas, Center for Spiritual Living Dallas, has identified themselves as a sanctuary center. And there's a lot of undocumented people in Dallas. They gave the keys to the church to one of their congregants who was an undocumented citizen and just said, if you ever need to be safe, come here and lock the door. You can come here. That's huge. That is radical acceptance. And you may or may not agree with that as an action, but it is that they are coming from a place of love, and that none of us are free until all of us are free. So what are the ways that we can be a door? What are the ways that we, in our small acts around us, can be love in the world? Just do it. That's all. Because that thing I said at the very beginning about I believe our energy goes before us and behind us and around us, like we have an energy field that's much bigger than we are. And it is directable. Is that a word? You can direct that energy to where you want to send it. You can send the power of love, the power of healing, just like we did to Reverend Drew. You can send that out into the world. And maybe you do big acts of justice. Maybe you do small acts, like maybe you put the grocery cart away for that person that was struggling. Maybe you just let somebody in traffic. Maybe you just do small things. But allow yourself to see that it is your heart energy going before you, blessing that person. And that all we have to do is stay in that space and send that energy out. And we have already changed the world. This is our world, but that's how the whole world changes. We change our world and somebody else changes the next part of the world and the next part of the world. So we can be that presence in the world. I know you know this already, I'm preaching to the choir, but I just feel like sometimes it has to be said. We have to become that. And the world needs us to be that right now. Let's pray. Just dropping into that heart space, right at the very core of our being, where God is always present. And I just simply allow that presence of love itself to expand from my heart out through my whole body, so that at a very cellular level, my body temple knows that it is made of love. It is made of that same God stuff. That's all we are. And so I simply allow that God stuff to pour out from me, to open my heart, to allow that, to move into every person in this room, every person in this city, out across the planet. It's possible, and I claim it, and I just allow it to be the force of love. And I just speak my word for each person here, that as we see those opportunities, that we literally open our heart to more giving, more love, more wholeness, and that we indeed are a door, not a wall. Thank you, God. And so it is. Thank you.
Amen. Oh my gosh, how powerful. The song I'm about to do has a space for you guys to sing with me. So I was watching this show and there were all these kids singing. And you know, once people start singing, I kind of lean in and I'm like, what are they singing about? And these kids were singing about love. And I said, isn't that amazing? Wherever you are in the world, people are singing about love. So I got a song out of it. Come on, people, let it go. Hold on to nothing, just let it flow. Come on, people, you know I'm right. No more hate, step into the light. 'Cause in the music, I feel the love come down. And in the music, this world is gonna come around. Come on, people, it's not too late. We are standing on the edge of faith. Come on, people, let's make this clear. Love is the answer, got no time to fear it. 'Cause in the music, I feel the love come down. And in the music, this world is gonna come around. In the music, there is something that we all feel. People all over the world, they sing about love, 'cause it's real, it's real, it's real. Come on, people, gather around. Together we'll make an awesome sound. Come on, people, I need you now. Just bring the love and I'll show you how. 'Cause in the music, I feel the love come down. And in the music, this world is gonna come around. That's your part. This world is gonna come around. This world is gonna come around. This world is gonna come around. Now we're sending something up to the heavens. It's gonna come around. This is a message of love, joy, and peace. This world is gonna come around. This world is gonna come around. If you want to sing a higher part, this world is gonna come around. This world is gonna come around. Now hold on to it, because I'm gonna sing something different. It's gonna come around. Here we go. One love, one peace. Let the love flow in the streets. One love, one peace. Check this out. All the anger we release. No hate, no greed. Anything, anyone in need. No greed, no hate. Come on, people, let's celebrate, celebrate. Then the music, I feel the love come down. Then the music, this world is gonna come around. This world is gonna come around. This world is gonna come around. This world is gonna come around.
So amazing. Thank you. Will the greeters please come forward? It's time for our offering. And so I invite you to take whatever offering you have today. Maybe it's the energy of spirit flowing through you. Maybe it's gratitude. Maybe it's a monetary gift. Maybe it's a gratitude card that you want to put in the plates. Please take your hands together with whatever gratitude you have and repeat the blessing up there with me. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you. And so it is. Please bless the plate as it goes in front of you.
I'm going to start with the chorus. Find joy in a blue sky. Find joy on a mountain high. Find joy in the rising sun. Find joy in everyone. Did you get your part? Sorta, I guess. I'll be singing with you, so don't worry. Here we go. Teacher, teach me the meaning of love. I need a lesson from heaven above. I want to know why the cage bird sings. Need to know all these things. So teach a point and show me the way. How do you find happiness and what must I pay? Need your kindness, your wisdom, your grace. I want the serenity you have on your face. Then she said to me, you gotta look down deep at the soil at your feet. Stand still, find joy in a blue sky. Find joy on a mountain high. Find joy in the rising sun. Find joy in everyone. So teacher, I know what's wrong and right. My head may be bloody, but I still got to fight. Battles are many, my mission unclear. Joy escapes me, still I persevere. So teacher, point out those demons in the way. I'll listen to everything you say. I need your poetry, your gift for words. Your voice as sweet as songbird. Then she said to me, son, get down on your knees. Then clear your mind and pray to find joy. Find joy in a blue sky. Find joy on a mountain high. Find joy in the rising sun. Find joy in everyone. She said, joy is all around you, son. She said, don't be scared to love someone. She said, it's in those small things we forget to see. She said, find joy in you and me. Find joy in a blue sky. Find joy on a mountain high. Find joy in the rising sun. Find joy in everyone, in everyone. Find joy.
Thank you. I bless the offering and with gratitude, so appreciative of whatever everybody put in the plates. Thank you so much. So once again, I invite you to take a nice deep breath in and release it out. Closing your eyes, just sitting in this moment, letting the words, the music, the energy, the essence just settle in, flow through, and move through and out. It's such a gift being here, such a gift, the words, the message, the opportunity. Each of us has to change, to take what we've thought we believed about ourselves and others and shift it, to disagree without separation, to just move into a space of really feeling and knowing the oneness. It is a gift. Each of us has been given today to move forward from this moment on. And so I recognize this oneness. I recognize the spirit and energy back of it. I recognize the individuality and the connection. And for this, I am so grateful. I release this prayer into the law, and so it is. And so, we're doing the closing. Is this the end? This is the end. Oh no, wait, I don't want it to end. Yes, I know, but if everybody wants to stand and enjoy in the last song, join us.
Some say I march to a different drum. You can feel it, can hear the rumble of a different drum. I hope you hear it too. When the world tries to push us down, don't give up, you can hear the sound of a different drum. I hope you hear it too. When you hear that sound, it will shake the ground. I hope you hear it too. Somewhere out there, the skies are blue. I know you know it, you know it's true. There's a special place made for me and you. Change will be the message at the tip of your tongue. Love will be the answer to the beat of this drum. Let the whole world know before it's too late. When you hear that sound, it will shake the ground. I hope you hear it too. So take this moment to reflect and face, to hate someone because of a race, to fear someone that you don't even know, 'cause somebody told you so. Time to reveal the truth. There's no difference between you and me. We're different branches on the same tree. You better love someone before it's too late. 'Cause when you hear that sound, it will shake the ground. I hope you hear it too. Someday we'll march to a different drum. You can feel it, can hear the rumble of a different drum. Hope you hear it too. When you hear, come on, that sound, it will shake the ground. I hope you hear it too. You hear it? A drum of love, the drum of peace. Thank you. Thank you.